I'm 24. I came out 6 months ago.
I'm transgender. My gender doesn't match my body.
If mum and dad were out of town for the week, I'd steal stuff, wear the clothes or the makeup or whatever it was for the weekend. I was in that oh, I'm so disgusting, like I'm a sick human, and swearing like I'll never do it again. Then I kind of worked out by the time I was 18 that I was transgender.
It's so new, I think, for me, because I consider myself a straight female. And I have a boyfriend who also considers themselves to be a male and a female. So that's well confusing. I have days where I go, oh my God, this is extremely overwhelming. But if the cross-dressing makes him happy, I'm okay with that.
Sometimes I go out dressed androgynously and I just feel a bit in no man's land, a bit in between the two genders, and it doesn't always work. And then you go on, the internet and you read these blogs of trans women, and they say that, I started taking these hormones and all of a sudden I could cry and I could be more empathetic and I stopped being raging angry, and the type of sex I had changed, and everything suddenly made sense, And you read that and you go shit, I need to transition.
When he first told me, I was like, oh dear God, this is huge. What if I can't cope with that? What if, even though I want to, what if I physically can't or mentally can't?
I feel like it's the night before I'm about to go into war or something. I'm scared.
Elle is about to take her first estrogens. That was just one of your boobs growing.
In the space of a week, she'd grown an ass.
The hair growth has slowed down dramatically.
We were staying in the kitchen the other night and she didn't have a shirt on. I was like, you have boobs.
All the problems I've been having are starting to disappear.
She's in this cloud of happiness. She can't be touched at the moment. She's untouchable. She has changed quite a lot. I have to come to terms with that. Boyfriend doesn't feel right anymore, yet girlfriend doesn't quite feel right either.
I think she's a little bit lost. Go from being a straight couple to a lesbian couple, it's fundamentally changes her identity.
She is straight, so the idea that, if she would want to have sex with men, I would understand that. And then for me, I've never dated anyone as a woman. I've never, done any of that, So that's a whole new world that I'm I wonder, what would that be like?
I don't think we would have gotten into this situation if we hadn't been through the transition, purely because the transition stripped us back to being so raw. I just know that I'm mildly numb inside.
It seemed like the better I got, the more close to my authentic self I got, the more unhappy Lauren became. I am nothing like the person I used to be. I can barely remember him.